Hi frequency hunters. Today I thought I would do a quick video on how to program the Yaesu FT710 for 10 meter repeaters. If you're like me, it sounded a bit scary at first, but it's really quite easy. So what we're going to do is, on Repeater Book, they've got a whole list of 10 meter repeaters, and I'm just going to pick one up random. Let's go for Mexico City, shall we? Click on Mexico City, and there we have our downlink, our uplink, our offset, and our tone. All we need to know, and the name of the repeater as well: X-Ray Echo 1 Alpha Foxtrot. So let's get started. Over to our lovely FT710, and as you can see, we are on 10 meters USB. But before we start, we need to obviously go to FM. So press the mode button and select FM. Now remember, when you go to FM, your gain control becomes your squelch, so you'll want to turn your squelch down until, like anything else when you're on FM, so we can go just above the noise, or even in the noise if you want to hear some distant signal. So I'll turn it up so that we haven't got any noise annoying us. Once you've done that, you then select the frequency that we want to start with. Now the downlink for the Mexico City repeater was 29620, so we'll just go to 29620 there and press the function key, the function button, and that will obviously bring up our menu. Now go to radio settings and make sure you are on mode FM, and this will bring up at the bottom of all your settings for mode FM. You will see at the top repeater shift. Now we want a minus shift of 100 kilohertz, so you simply click on that bar there. If you go that way, you get a plus. If you go that way, you get a minus. So that's our shift set. We're looking for 100 kilohertz shift on 28 meg or 10 meters, so that's correct there. If you do need to adjust the size of the shift, which I doubt you will on 10 meters, you would simply click on it and adjust it as so. We will leave that at 100 kilohertz. Then we go down to encode, and we need to turn that on for our tone. And then we simply select the tone. Well, for Mexico City, it was 110.9. So we simply go up until we find 110.9. And that is it. As easy as that. Nothing scary about it at all. So if we now click back, back, and back, you will see here on the display we have the minus, the shift for our repeater, and enc for the tone. And if I now key up, there we go, shifts down to 520, 100 kilohertz. Just make sure we can't hear anyone in Mexico City. That would surprise me. And that's it, as easy as that. So now we want to put that into one of our memories. And again, it's quite simple. Let me just come out a fraction. You press and hold the VFO memory button until your memory pops up. And here's some that I've previously installed. Now, if we scroll down to a blank memory here, memory 09, click on it, so we've got a red box around it, and press the memory key and hold it, and it is now stored what we have just done. So now I want to add a name to it, so I just simply click on name, and I'm going to call it Mex space US and enter, and that is basically all we need to do. Apart from, in the memory, if you want to display the name up the top here instead of the frequency, which I find much better displaying the name, simply click on display type here, and you will turn it to name. Turn your step knob to name. It's very quick. If I show you, click on display type, it vanishes pretty quick, so don't worry. Click on it, turn it whichever way. While you're turning it, it will stay there. So there's name, and it will go. So now if we click back, we are still in our VFO operation, and if I press the VFO memory button, there's our Mexico US repeater all programmed in with the shift and the tone. It won't obviously show you if you key up the difference between the frequencies unless you go back to your memory by simply holding it, and if you want the frequency to be displayed, again you can display type frequency, let it go back, and if I change memories, there's one there I haven't changed. 09, that was the Mexican one, 29620. If I key up now, see we go to 520. So if I hold that again, and Mexico is highlighted, so I'm going to click on display type and name, click back, let's just rotate that, there we go, Mexico US, and you'll see there I've got Pennsylvania, Berlin, that one is in Bavaria, southern Germany, Canada, Connecticut, Tennessee, and New York, the famous Kilo Quebec 2 hotel repeater in New York. And let's just see if we miraculously have got anyone on there, remembering that your gain control becomes a squelch on FM. I shouldn't need to explain that to everyone, but there we have it. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. When you come out of VFO memory mode and back to VFO, obviously you have still got the negative shift and the tone activated here. So you don't want to be tuning through. If we go to sideband, it does vanish on sideband, but if you were going to just tune into a frequency on FM for a chat, you've still got your shift and your tone enabled there. So just simply press your function button, go into radio settings, click on repeater shift and go to simplex and click on the Enc deck and go to off. Now if we go back to the display, you will see we have no shift or tone enabled in our frequency there. Our squelch control, once we go to USB, is normally right down, so we bring that back up so that we got our squelch control back. So there we have it. In our memory now, we have our 10-meter repeaters with the name nicely displayed at the top. Fairly easy. Nothing to worry about, he says. So give it a go. That's on the Yaesu FT710. How to program in your 10-meter repeater. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Guy, Mike 7 X-Ray Zulu Zulu. Take care.